Hello everyone. In today's video we're going to be talking about the horizon line or the eye level in perspective. So what the horizon line is basically a straight line from wherever you're looking. So if this is an eye, all the way to infinity. So wherever you're looking, it will be called the horizon line. So it can also be called the eye level. They all perform the same function and have the same purpose. So I just wanted to do a few drawings using a bunch of different eye levels and just showing like the basics and how you can use it in your drawings. So the average human eye level, of course it's different for everyone, but the normal eye level is just wherever someone is standing and they're looking, right? So if I were to draw an eye level, a character just standing in a scene. So let's say the eye level is right in the middle and we're looking at a character looking, oh, I guess let's say this character is a bit shorter than the eye level, but they're just looking around in a town or something. So that's our character. In this case, I'm going to use 2-point perspective. So I'm going to put one vanishing point here and one kind of closer to the canvas. So what a vanishing point is basically where all parallel lines converge. So if you might notice, I'm drawing a floor grid just to indicate well, one, the floor, and just it's a good guideline when you're drawing in perspective. So using our horizon line, we know that everything above this line we're looking up at, and everything below we're looking down. So down. So in this case, let's say it's a dock, maybe? Yeah. So we're gonna add a line from this vanishing point going here. This is just an indication of, I'm gonna change the shape of the clothes a little just so there's no tangent. So let's say this is a kind of like a panel where the character, where you kind of stand on while you enter a boat. There you go. I'll make it a bit wider just to make sense scale-wise. So because this object is under the eye level, we're able to see the top of it basically. Add a little bit of detail just to indicate that this is like a bunch of wooden planks. Now even further down, I'm going to try showing like maybe this character is on a boat right now, kind of going away from the dock. So I'm going to add a line here, add a line there, and this would be the front of the boat. And let's say the head of the boat, or the, I don't know what it's called, I'll call it the head, is above the eye level. So at this point, on this specific object, we're going to be able to see the bottom of it. So I'll make it a cube just so it's more easy to tell. Yeah. Okay. We're just gonna finish that boat drawing from the bottom side. Some water, but we can see the bottom. We're gonna be able to see the bottom of this jutting towards it. There we go. Angle up. Boom. I'm going to put straight down these arrows. So we're able to see the bottom of this boat head thing. And all I'm making sure is that my lines converge to the vanishing points. There we go. I'm just going to continue that out just to indicate that this keeps going. Yeah. And because it's in perspective, vertical lines just go straight and down, unless it's something like the boat head where it kind of curves around a little. Yeah. In this case, I feel like this indicates where, like what using the eye level at the human height would be, where you would actually see things that are above that are taller than the person, shorter than the person. Of course, it depends on the picture you're trying to make, but in my case, I wanted to indicate basically that you can see both the top and the bottom while at the human eye level. The next one I want to talk about is if, let's say it's really high up, so you're just looking at a few buildings or a town even from above, from like the sky. So I'm gonna draw my canvas here, and you can technically put the horizon line or eye level in the middle, and you can still indicate everything that you want to draw under that eye level. But because I want to go a little higher, I'm just gonna put some more information in. I'm gonna put my eye level really high up, and I'm still gonna use that vanishing points, basically the same vanishing points in this case, 2 point, to make a floor grid for myself. I'm gonna put this one really far using this because it kind of matches. Boom, second vanishing point being placed. So let's say this is a canyon. So using my vanishing point guidelines that I just made, I'm drawing everything under that eye level or horizon line that I made. You might notice that I'm using both eye level and horizon line interchangeably, but like I said, that it's basically the same. They're the exact same thing. And using it in the best way and like experimenting and stuff will give you the ability to kind of draw basically anything you want. So like even right now I'm making the canyons go deeper and deeper down. If I want to draw like a big gorge over here, I'm just following that perspective guide that I made for myself. Because it's natural, I'm not following it exactly, but I know I can just follow this, and my vertical lines don't have to be exactly vertical anymore and things like that. I have like a nice rock hole over here, putting the floor really far down. And then I'm just gonna put like a little few mountain type shapes near the horizon line, just to indicate that I'm still trying to stay under it, but just to indicate that this plane just keeps going, like this land, it just keeps going. Now let's add some shading, just to help a little shadow. Rock detail, I guess. I'm gonna draw this out. All right. That's clouds. I'm gonna shade the sky in, not too dark to indicate the difference. That's enough. Cool, cool. Yeah. There. So this would be above eye level, or you could also call it like extremely high. We're basically looking down at a gorge with a canyon gorge, and everything you're seeing is the tops of objects. You're not seeing the bottom of anything, basically. Now the opposite is if we were looking up only, right? So let's try that. In this case, I want to put the horizon line lower, just because it's a little easier to do. And even for this, I'm still going to put a guideline for myself. So I can still draw the guidelines on the bottom tab too, even though I'm not really going to use it too much. Or maybe I will, we'll see. Alright, so let's say for this one, I'll draw, I'm thinking, a cool castle on a hill. So let's see, we're looking at this hill, it juts out. So we're going to be seeing the bottom of this rocky cliff over here. And because I already kind of indicated this can be a floor or it can be an ocean, it's our horizon line after all. You can also just make it like a beach. This one's a pretty natural scene so far, but I'm going to add a few things that give it its more perspective and less organic objects. A little bit of shadow to indicate the bottom. And some random shapes. Cool. Up. All right, so let's say that we have a castle over here. My vertical lines are just going to be straight up. They're not going to converge to anything yet. That's for 3-point perspective, and I'll talk about that in another video. So this one, I'm gonna still use my vanishing points and get my lines to converge basically. So as long as you follow your vanishing points and make sure if you're, depending on the scene you're drawing above or below the horizon line, as long as you're following your vanishing points, all the objects you draw should automatically kind of match up to what you need it to be. So if I were to say there's a weird outcropping on this castle, or this building, I don't know what it is. Okay, straight up. Using my same perspective line. Like you wouldn't be able to see the roof, so it makes sense that the only way I'm able to indicate that there is a roof is with the flat side of the scene itself. Has some shading. There we go. Weird building, but there's interesting shapes that I'm figuring out as I go. I feel like this top of the roof I messed up at. I want to just add a little bit more detail here just because it just feels right. Me just shooting my arm down to it is another way I kind of just get the perspective without drawing all the lines everywhere. But if you're just starting out practicing perspective, it's always important to follow your lines, follow your vanishing points, and making sure you converge to them with a ruler at first, but if you can try to do it without a ruler, always do that. Alright. I wanna, oh wait, look here. Like an anchor, and that's what's indicate that this is water maybe. I don't know how. I'm just gonna say, and then there's like a thing. There we go. Alright, cool. That's interesting. I think I didn't carry it away again. But that's basically what the eye level and the horizon line is, and like 3 examples, mainly using 2-point perspective, on ways of using them and how useful they are in getting a accurate looking scene when you're drawing. Subscribe, because next week we're going to talk about basically using point perspective, so 1 point, 2 point, 3 point, and more. See you guys next time. Thanks. Bye.